Yo! You're watching Slick Sam Sells You, the show where we sell you to YouTube, which is the entire point of the website, if you didn't know. This is the show where when you see an ad, you tell us what the ad is, and then we base our next game on whatever you saw. We'll try not to play the same game twice, but I'm about to go into our results, and it may warrant some changing of the rules, but we'll see. So here's the results. Last time we played Genshin Impact, and during that video, we concluded that maybe we don't have any influence on the ads you see. But Genshin Impact really blew things away, taking the crown with basically zero contest, followed up only by Google themselves advertising themselves because they control the advertising. So, I got two theories on that. The first is that possibly we are influencing the ads. We played Genshin Impact, they saw that it was Genshin Impact, and they thought, hey, you should be advertised a game you already know about. It's kind of like how when you do a Google search, you type in a name of a store that you want to find, and then they give you an ad for that store, which if you click becomes money for Google even though you are already looking for the store. Seems like a scam, but hey, they're getting away with it. My other theory is that we were at the end of the month and maybe everyone else's ad buys kind of petered out, but Genshin Impact was still going strong, so we saw a lot of them. This is the trouble with field studies, you never know what's actually going on. And speaking of changing variables, the results from Marigold were interesting when you guys did that search. We saw a lot of similar videos, but not everyone got the same thing. I know some of you misspelled Marigold and got different results that way, but even so, some of you guys were seeing videos, but the order was swapped around, or whatever. So we know that even the most innocuous results are going to be personalized, even if in this case we didn't get very different results. So now, I want to play a slightly more dangerous game. I want everybody to look up the name Joe Biden. I'm expecting we're probably going to get a lot of different results. Now here's what it looks like for me. At the top of the page there appears to be some stuff that's somehow curated, but probably not. It's like some kind of bot-related thing where they try to show me something that isn't controversial, because they're getting in trouble for this. So go ahead and scroll past that, and then here's what I've got. The top 3 videos, aside from these things they're offering you as like advertisements or something, tell me what these top 3 videos are for you. Now, certainly we're going to get different results just because this is a topical issue and the videos are going to change day by day. I'm actually more curious to see about the tone that you guys get, and it's going to be tipping your hat a little bit because it's probably going to tell me about your politics individually, because I suspect the videos you see will be based on your behaviors in the past. If Google thinks that you're conservative, or possibly very conservative, they're probably going to show you very conservative media. And of course, the reverse is true. If you're quite liberal, it'll probably show you very liberal videos. And my theory is that whatever you see, this is how we get in these information vacuums where one side of the politics just can't fathom the mindset of the other side because we see totally different results depending on what we're looking up or what we care about. Right? Like I see this, and you'll see something else. 2 different worlds. So anyway, let's go over the rules and then we'll be off. Number 1. Don't change your behavior related to the ads or anything in any way. If you don't like an ad, then skip it like normal. Never click an ad unless you're interested in the product. You know, yada yada. Don't break any rules or do anything weird, okay? Just tell me what the ad was about, that's all I need to know. Number 2, don't rewatch the video over and over again just trying to get ads. It's okay, we'll do more videos, you'll get more opportunities, you'll probably see an ad at some point. And finally, number 3, this time we're gonna look up Joe Biden in the YouTube search bar, and then I need you to tell me what the top 3 videos are after those ones that they give you that are like curated, but not really. Now, when people post these results, don't pick fights with them, don't get in a spat with them about politics, or worry about defending your position or something like that. I think what we're gonna find is that we have people in 2 totally different streams of information, and that maybe a lot of people are making choices that make sense based on the information that they possess, that they're given. And of course, this is why we've gotten to be so polarized and at each other's throats, because we just can't possibly understand one another when we're all seeing different things. So anyway, those are the rules, that's the theory, that's what I believe, we'll see if it's true. Now I'm gonna hand things over to Peyton, Ray, and Taylor. Take it away, guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Taylor.
And I am Ray. And do you agree to indemnify us from all of our legal transgressions, no matter how badly we deserve to be punished and must be stopped, yes?
That's Peyton.
And today we're playing Monster Hunter because Genshin Impact won, and we're trying not to do the same game twice, so I looked for another open world RPG type of thing, and I guess Monster Hunter fits that bill.
It's actually not a whole lot like Genshin Impact.
Yeah, for one, you don't want to strangle everyone in it, yes.
Yeah, for better or worse, there's no little Cupid character following us around giving commentary.
We do get followed by a little cat guy, but you could easily forget he's there because he never talks to you. Good, it's better than having the Jester character who you can't proceed without, yes. Yeah, so Monster Hunter, I know of a guy who's like super obsessed with this game, and I don't know if I'll necessarily see eye to eye with him on that, but we'll give it a run and see how it goes.
So here's your first challenge, Ray. Choose your brightness setting.
Man, I hate these. You know, there was a PlayStation game called The Warriors, where you had to be really careful about that because everything was dark all the time, and if you screwed up the adjustment, you just couldn't see.
So what do you think, darkness is going to play a lot of role in this game?
I mean, they wouldn't be careful about the brightness if it didn't. I hope the dinosaurs have theme gangs, yes.
Well, you are going to be sorely disappointed.
Why not? There's no fossil evidence that dinosaurs don't have theme gangs, yes.
Well, I mean, there's no fossil evidence they do either. What kind of theme are you looking for?
I don't know, dinosaur theme can be good for the normal ones. But then after that, they get to be like pirate theme and spaceman theme, yes.
Well, you're probably getting dinosaur theme. All the dinosaurs are going to be dinosaur themed.
Oh, just one theme, yes. Well, some of them might be like scuba dinosaurs.
I think we call those amphibians.
You know, the whole world is kind of based on themes, isn't it? You just take it all for granted.
You know, you gotta love when you start up a game for the first time and it gives you a change log. Like, here's everything that we've changed since you've never played before.
It's all different to me. I mean, I'm glad to know what they changed, I guess, in case I read a strategy guide before I booted this up. Spoilers, I didn't.
I mean, that's fine. Are you really getting the full experience if you're looking up how to play?
Arguably, yes. I would be playing the game much better if I knew how to play going in.
No. It's not a purist mentality.
Well, anyway, Monster Hunter World, available for $29.99 on Steam. 30% of that goes to Steam.
Steam sharing none of the risk as usual.
But making gangbusters, yes. Is it making gangbusters? I thought it was going gangbusters. It's slang, I say it however I want, yes. Anyway, tough market for anyone who makes things. Here we are.
A billowing flag.
To remind you you're from a nation, yes. Take pride. I'm not even really getting a good look at the symbol. What is our country's symbol?
It looked like a very stylish letter C.
No, I get it, that makes sense. C is for cookie, which is related to the Cookie Monster, which is related to monster hunting. Are we gonna kill Cookie Monster? Yes? Well, before you get started on anything, we're gonna have an ad. Here we go. Follow the rules, everybody. Monster Hunter Boat! Available on Steam, $29.99.
Harumph, boat.
Harumph. Yar, it sure is a lively crew of cat people and ladies standing around in their underwear. It's my kind of boat, you know? Yes. Wait, is that guy just, like, loading up and testing out his crossbow in a crowded room full of people?
Oh, he's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, but no one's gonna kill him, yes. One of these little cat guys is just running around. They can't see where they're going. They're gonna bump into him.
Wait, that is a lot of fresh meat. You must have animals on board or something.
Called it, killed somebody.
I love how into this book this lady is. And then she leans way in. Oh shoot, did I forget my glasses?
That's okay, just fake it out, like, oh yeah, I got it. Wow, check out this guy's pupils. He is high on something good, yes. I mean, you gotta be tweaking to have hair like that.
No, that's a style kids do these days, isn't it?
We're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. This guy packed a bunch of hair gel and ecstasy. He's also got one of those crossbows on. He was just scratching his face with the arrow pointed right at his chin, yes. This guy's gonna die, I'm calling it right now.
Aren't you one of the A-list hunters?
What?
Ah, he's pointing it right at us, yes! Oh. I take it back, this guy's gonna kill us. That thing is aimed right at our chest again, yes. Oh my god, muzzle discipline, please. This is why a weapon on your arm is a very bad idea.
Never gesture dramatically at someone you do not wish to kill.
Alright, so it takes a little bit of doing, but turns out you can make a pretty cute character if you want, and then you deck her out in armor and don't get to see her face. Role-playing games, yes!
It's for the realism, guys.
I'm just saying, a helmet should be, like, not a thing you put on. You get main character armor, you gotta see your face.
I mean, I will say, I feel like an excuse that doesn't get used often enough is to say that people have magical armor. Right? Like, you could wear anything you want, however dignified or not.
Non-dignified is preferred, yes.
I mean, look, if you're gonna give options...
I mean, you could wear everyday clothes if you have magic excuses, right? There's magic weaved into the shirt you're wearing.
So, how about a toast?
Boy, look at those bedroom eyes. This girl's gonna do you, yes. Look at my character. She looks so naive and like, do what? Just say the word and find out that girl is in the bag, Ray.
Man, there really ought to be a rule about alcohol and being fully decked out in your armor and weapons on an enclosed space.
Look, if we're talking about rules, they used to say it was bad luck to have women on board a ship because you'd set sail, you know, for a couple of years. You come back with more mouths to feed than you left with.
Ray, what could go wrong with having a boat full of young, athletic people and lots of alcohol?
I mean, aside from the crossbow incidents?
Well, it evens out, okay? You have a few more mouths that pop up, and then a couple people get shot. So,
Right, so the rations you planned on, they make it.
yeah, and babies probably eat less than...
Monster Hunter can be yours, available on Steam for $29.99. 30% goes to Steam.
What are these binoculars this lady is wearing?
They're not binoculars, they're monoculars.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's just
Yeah,
one...
I mean, look, binoculars are super expensive. Have you seen the prices on things? Binoculars are like half the price.
You're on the A-list, right?
Yes, I am on the A-list. I don't know what that means. I'm getting the crazy vibes from this one, right? Yes. You could sleep with this one, but do so at your peril. I mean, I'm not gonna... You just gotta be ready for anything, right? Yes, the crazy ones are crazy. As the ship begins to express some form of peril, I begin to wonder the wisdom of being decked out in full plate armor.
I mean, the seas are pretty rough. You're gonna drown one way or the other.
No, they said the land is nearby. Maybe I'll make it. Yeah, there's lifeboats, yes. Exactly, someone could pick me up and save me, but not if I sink to the bottom of the ocean.
With all that we've seen with these people on their record for safety, you're expecting they have lifeboats?
Okay, alright, just keep an eye out. Let's see if they even have lifeboats. It looks like we're in pretty much faulty or death territory anyway, yes.
Hang on, wait, we're looking right up this girl's, I don't know, armor, and she's got no pants on, just underwear.
What?
Yeah, there's nothing, there's no armor there.
Well, she's got like thigh-high plate boots. We're going to a jungle, Taylor. Yes, let the lady enjoy her breeze. So, yeah, that whole little bit, that was like a lot of extra production time added for probably very little value added. The point that we're trying to make is that this game feels an awful lot like a B-movie, like something you would have seen in Mystery Science Theater. And it is great. I love the heck out of that.
Well, that's the same thing we said about Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Well, alright, that felt like a B-movie, but like an American B-movie. This is very much like Power Rangers or something. Just very campy.
You mean with all the gestures and everything?
Yeah, and the lip sync doesn't match up and they just don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it gets me wondering, like, where does that come from? Was there some kind of theater tradition in Japan that was like, man, overacting your gestures, that's a really big deal?
Well, you know, it's been in so much cinema, and that's been going on for so long right now that you could say, even if it was a theater thing, now it's just Japanese culture because it's been in their cinema for a long time.
Monster Hunter World, available for $29.99 on Steam. Steam takes 30%. So this whole thing that we're doing right now, I don't really know what the point of this is. Like, it's establishing that, yes, we can move around a little bit, but I think that by now, in Black Flag, we'd already stabbed somebody.
Not everything is about stabbing, right?
It is when the central theme of the game is stab monsters. So supposedly we're riding a giant monster, yes. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess we could stab this giant magma beast. I'm not sure if that would feel fulfilling, but we could.
You know, it's funny. When Assassin's Creed first came out, I think the ability to climb everything was its big novel deal. And a lot of people were saying that they changed up the formula of Assassin's Creed. So like Valhalla was totally different than Black Flag. But just look at this, Genshin Impact has us climbing stuff, this game has us climbing stuff. Apparently, all the games that have come out that we never played, they have stolen Assassin's Creed's thing.
See, I actually wouldn't have expected everyone to go the climbing route, because in 2007, Assassin's Creed came out, the first one. And then in 2011, Skyrim released, and there was this big hullabaloo because Todd, one of the developers for the games, was like, you see that mountain in this game? You can climb that. And then when the game released, you could not climb mountains at all.
Well, Bethesda uses a really old game engine, so they'll probably never be able to do that type of thing.
Yeah, but look at this, we're doing this in like Genshin Impact, we got that in this game. I did not know that this was becoming old hat, and that everyone was making climbing just be a thing as part of their open world environments. Well, I'll tell you guys what is a thing. It's time for ads again. Now remember, everyone follow the rules. Don't click on ads unless you're interested in them. You don't have to watch all the way through, skip them if you want. Just tell us what you see, so that way we know what to play next time. That's all we need.
So I couldn't help but notice that we shot some kind of flying dinosaur in the leg, and it is now carrying 2 people, one of which is decked out in probably at least 70 pounds of armor.
Yeah, it's weird that they trained them to do that.
Well, it's terrifying, because that giant dinosaur, if it's capable of carrying 2 people, that means that children in the area are in mortal danger. Those flying dinosaurs could swoop down and carry off those kids anytime, any day.
Monster Hunter World, where you too can experience the fear of being a field mouse. Can be yours for $29.99 on Steam. 30% goes to Steam. So anyway, we haven't talked a whole lot about our ad results from last time. We got tons of Genshin Impact and basically nothing else except for maybe Google ads as far as quantity goes. We also got a lot for Grammarly, yes. What is with you people? You don't know how to do the grammars? Yeah, Grammarly too. But so this is the thing now. If we had kept doing Genshin Impact, would we keep seeing a ton of those ads? Or was it related to just at the end of the month they ran more ads?
Well, are we going to go back to Genshin Impact and find out?
I mean, we said that we were going to do a different game every time and then see what happened with the channel. But aside from that, I really didn't like Genshin Impact very much.
What was it not?
I mean, was it not what? Was it not what?
I don't know. Did you not have enough impacts with Genshin? Or...
See, we can't even really say what the defining feature of the game is, and maybe if we kept on playing it, it would have leapt out at us.
Well, duh. I mean, it's a gacha game. You're supposed to play it until you need to pay money to play it further. And we didn't even get to that part.
But I didn't want to get to that part. I didn't want to get to the part where I have to start spending money to roll the slots. I hate gambling. I don't have any fun with gambling. I went to a casino once, and I put in $10 in the machine, and then I won. I won $10, and I was like, oh, is this the appeal? You play, and sometimes you win, and then sometimes you lose, and you lose more often than you win, but you get sucked in, because sometimes you win. And then I gambled a little bit more, and then all the money was gone. And I realized that you have to have, like, some thought in your mind that somewhere distantly you're eventually gonna win. Because as far as I felt, I just lost right away, and that was it. $10? Wow. High roller, right? Okay, well, if I have to spend hundreds of dollars to enjoy gambling, that's crazy.
Well, obviously these business models don't target you, Ray, because you get discouraged too quickly. They are looking for people who are susceptible to that type of thing, and that's why that normally, outside of the internet and the tech sector, there are laws regulating this kind of behavior.
Well, all I'm saying is just give me a video game that I play, and it's just a video game, alright? That's what I want. Well, you got that. Look at you go, right? Yes. What do you think of this game? I can hold shift to run. So far, that's where we're at still. I got this knife on my back, but no button seems to pull it out. Monster Hunter could be yours for $29.99 on Steam, yes! Steam takes 30%! I've read that actually one of the really big problems for game reviewers is that games have gotten to be so big and there's so much going on that you have fans of those games who now say like, oh man, no, it starts getting really good about 30 hours in. And there's no way someone who just like plays the first hour of a game as part of a review is ever gonna get to that point. So far, all I can say is that I love the overacting, and that's not even a critique of the gameplay.
There was an NPR review, and I did not know NPR did reviews of video games, but I saw this, and they reviewed Hades. And they were like, oh man, Hades was kind of fun, but it reminded me of being in quarantine, so I couldn't keep playing the game.
What?
Yeah, top-notch game review.
Oh my god. There's so much you could say about Hades as a game.
Yeah, but like you have a limited amount of time, and you gotta write your review, and it's like, I didn't get like I have to beat the game 10 times to technically beat the game, and I wasn't. Each run takes 24 minutes.
I mean, that's if you're good.
Well, the point was the game evolved slowly. Every time you tried to run, you'd see more things and get through more stuff, and it is very charming, in my opinion.
Well, I think that was what was brilliant about it. You'd just be running the same loop over and over again to see more stuff. And because it was different every single time, it always felt like a new experience.
Yeah, but again, like, if it's a half hour per run, and you keep failing, and the point is you have to do it like 20 times before you finally get good enough to beat it.
Well, the game had a lot of personality. And I'm gonna be honest, it seems like Monster Hunter does too, so far. Oh god! It's the Spine Guanas! Yes! Get behind me, girl! Everyone knows that Spine Guanas hate shiny armor.
Are these like the level 1 guys? These things are twice as big as you are. These could eat a horse.
I guess they only get bigger from here.
Well, Yon Lady Knight, you should have brought a bigger sword.
Look, no one told me that this was gonna be the size of the things I'd be fighting when I got out here. They just kept telling me I was an Alpha Squad or A-Team or whatever. But I don't see Mr. T anywhere. Well, apparently it's a hiding tutorial, yes. So first you learn to run and now you learn to hide, yes. I don't know if this is setting the tone for the game or not. Also, it feels really weird that I can run up and just hide in a bush right in front of these things and they have no idea where I am.
Well, I wonder if that sets the tone. Are we supposed to take away from this that the dinosaurs are insanely stupid?
Maybe these ones. Maybe they're actually really skittish around people and we stepped on an egg or something. Well, they all just ran off, yes. You know, I feel like it's not really fair to call these creatures monsters. I think if you can look at something and say, yeah, that's a Spinelidopalopolis, then it's not really a monster anymore, it's a Spinidopalopolis. A monster is something that lives in your closet.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want a Spinidopalopolis to show up in my closet.
Well, sure, but you know who's more afraid of being in the closet? The Spinidopalopolis. It's a great big lizard. It can't be in your closet, it would suffocate.
Alright, well, what if the creature is large enough to step on a tank and destroy it? That qualifies for monster status, right?
Okay, yes. Alright, here's the rule. If a creature is large enough to destroy a military vehicle, like a modern tank or something like that, it is a monster. But if it is too big to fit in your closet without suffocating, or not smart enough to hide in your closet and, get away with it, then it's not a monster.
So those things we just hid from, not monsters.
No, those are Spinidopalopoli. If they were in your closet, they'd be terrified and they'd poop themselves and then you'd shoot them with a gun. Not monstrous. Dangerous animal, yes, but not monster. Well, that is amazing and enlightening, but sadly it is about time to wrap up our show. So, Monster Hunter, have you ever wanted to be in a Japanese B-movie? Do you love Godzilla and want to play the part as someone being squashed by Godzilla while you jab ineffectually at his feet with a giant toothpick? Well, look no further than Monster Hunter, where that kind of dream can become a reality. That's right, for only $29.99 you can experience that. You can run, you can hide, you can do all those things and all the stuff we didn't even see in the time that we played. Can you imagine? I can. Monster Hunter, $29.99 on Steam. Get yours today. I bet the combat's great. So anyway, you guys might see another ad at the end of this video. If you do, remember to follow the rules. Don't click it unless you care about it, yada yada, all that stuff, right? Thanks for joining us, and everyone, you guys have a fantastic week.